for me mamu akwaba aha Ghana Tube Snowy Masai at Nase Enna Maji Akonya Yenkomwe. Yes, document fake. Aha, yes, fake by false. Na we Charles Bissue. Ono ye na ye hu say na say Mr. Frimpong honorable professor or the some galamsey issue be ebe to drive Ghana for all kwa bemu be pray di wo enya sem ketwa no process ya no why wanted was say dead ye hwehwe no na odi sa report na ebe to Ghana for we pray say oh in fact enkofo di a obobo ewo no sa nkofo no omo ye nkofo bi omo nsusu se omo kan galamsey ho ni ne ka ho 81 no apatena se ena wa forge wo galamsey we report and our better abiding him. Now, Charles Bissue also cast them no, and I can say, I didn't know your court. Yes, no, Charles Bissue now, the Bissue special prosecutor say now would the investigations and documents no, and would the investigation. We are sure say documents and correct the NT say no, Bissue question or say, what documents are you using in investigating me? NT Charles Bissue and Bissue. A special prosecutor into the former secretary to the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. Charles Bissue has requested from the office of the special prosecutor documents it is relying on to investigate its alleged involvement in the ongoing corruption related case being undertaken by the office. And he made this request through his legal counsel, who represented him in an Accra High Court, presided over by Olivia Obeng Owusu. In February 2023, Charles Bissue filed an injunction on OSP from further investigating him, citing human rights abuse. Into the special prosecutor, Kisi Ejabe, named Charles Bissue, who was the then secretary of the dissolved IMCIM, as a person of interest following a documentary by investigative journalist Anas Aremiyao Anas. And Anas did some investigation and I said, oh yes, investigations no, and because of that no, yes, ejuma na oye ewo bia e committee na o ma set no, sa ejuma na ye pose no, na almost start some investigate but Charles Bissue and so file for injunction on the special prosecutor Banon. Indeed, the lead attorney representing Charles Bissue, Nana Eje Ewa, said in the court that if the OSP hadn't given the records to the High Court, he would not have been able to file his request for the injunction. And in order to assist the court to do justice, yes, all the relevant facts and evidence must be available to the court. Ghana, if you don't have evidence, not someone cannot get the credit card at the end of the day. No, once the amount, we need evidence. Evidence must be provided to the court, and sana there was some procedure where no mind or my. And after we filed our suit and a motion for an injunction, the necessity of the document we seek became apparent because of an article by the former special prosecutor. So it was not as though we knew of it from the outset that we failed to raise it. What document are we referring to? Is it the document that commenced the whole investigation process? And we a question of this, says yeah, documents not so many documents then because as at that time no, all the documents name our court no my or mama court filing for stay of injunction. So and my comments say we no see no so and I say documents ben on the year and no business say is it a document or which I say on the year we no and now say then and no a question just so obisai or say it is the document that involves the powers of the special prosecutor to investigate the applicant. In other words, but for that petition, very respectfully, he will not even be in court, he is quoted to have said in Zanokai. However, Dr. Tufo, who represented the OSP, gave a counter response to the plea by the counsel of Charles Bissue, indicating that the two documents reference the IMCIM report and the earlier injunction it filed are not in any way connected. Oh, okay, it's not connected according to OSP, Nipa representing a report. Now I'm saying this application for an injunction is founded on the statement of claim. Until the applicant's case is determined by his pleadings, and these pleadings inform the injunction. In his pleadings, there is absolutely nothing referring to the document he is seeking the first defendant to produce. It's where a court terms be for a counsel. And after filing his case, he comes across some other piece of information that they seek to make part of their case. They know what to do. It's really nothing that joins the two motions. Or saying, in fact, you're more filing your way now. Nothing really joins them. It is a IMCIM report from the panel ever court. And after so more filing and me there is no connection. It is a yes, he decided said, dear, he and no any investigations and ye kaka one. Not just say no akara kakra. It's almost the case has been adjourned to July after counsel of Charles Bissue told the court he is unwell. Oh, okay. So I'm saying Charles Bissue is being investigated by the Office of the Special Prosecutor as part of investigations into the report of the IMCIM by former Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. Enti for insano sa ana akakoba nti bisa Special Prosecutor Honorable Kisi Ejabens, Honorable Lay Professor Lawyer documents where now the investigation on this issue provided, because I said nya oye no yen sheda eyede ehu so emfama anofo ensem de ano ehye na esan so edoso ewo Ghana han te yie papa na so ye beto aso betimi e de comment no ayede abreme na mejebre na makenkan e de amofefefe ewo sansem yen free Charles Bissue ne ensensem yen mora ensem fofom na obi na ebisa vice president say vice president Bawumia has no respect for Ghanaians. Edwidge slammed VP over promise to issue Ghana card at PEV. This is quite interesting. Dr. Mamdu Bawumia edisma base apala ya wonenge enne ebenya Ghana card. Eno Edwidge Tamaklo ebisa Dr. Mamdu Bawumia say ase wumbu Ghana full, because how possible is this? With the NTS you come. It's a lawyer Godwin Edwidge Tamaklo, a lawyer, a member of the legal team of the National Democratic Congress, has slammed the Vice President, Dr. Mamdu Bawumia, for his vague promises to Ghanaians in spite of the current challenges in the country. The lawyer accused the Vice President of disrespecting Ghanaians with his misbehavior. He said that while Ghanaian public schools are facing a problem of shortage of textbooks, the Vice President comes to promise that he will then replace textbooks with laptops, which are even more expensive. He added that even though thousands of Ghanaians who have applied for the national identification card have not gotten theirs, Bawumia is promising that the card will be issued to children and birth. In the Sunday Edwidge Tamaklo said Dr. Mamdu Bawumia onye serious. Ghana card no Ghana for people omu tininin de card ka wonyina no omu nya omu Ghana card, but say we promise Ghana for say enkwala ya wo ne ebenya Ghana card. Also the laptops ebe replace textbooks. Meanwhile no ye komu a enkwala textbooks no kay less expensive no bebe de emfa omu ensan kan na enye na all the promises ever. I said Dr. Mamdu Bawumia, you are not respecting Ghanaians. Ena Edwidge Tamaklo eka mame fa wo ensi ha ne se aha eye Ghana tumi amede nsem no ebram midin ene snow sisi ade makram